realizing that the only thing standing between your current reality and your greatest aspirations is the decision to take action can be one of life's most profound revelations. It's not about luck, fleeting opportunities, or even natural talent. It's about you, right now, deciding to rise above hesitation and reach for something greater. This isn't about waiting for the stars to align or the perfect moment to present itself. The Stoics understood this truth with unwavering clarity. Epictetus taught that while the world may throw chaos and uncertainty our way, our true power lies in mastering how we respond. Today, we'll dive into one of the most transformative responses available: choosing to act as if you are already the best version of yourself. We all wrestle with self-doubt, that relentless inner voice whispering that we're unprepared or not good enough. But what if you didn't need to feel ready to begin? What if the secret to becoming your best self was not in waiting for ideal circumstances, but in believing right now that you already hold the strength and qualities you need? The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, often reminded themselves to focus on what they could control, to act with virtue and courage, regardless of the uncertainty surrounding them. It's about tapping into the immense potential of this very moment, even when the path ahead feels obscured. In this video, we're going to uncover a mindset so powerful it can reshape how you approach your goals, face adversity, and navigate the challenges of everyday life. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about fully embracing who you can become. Stick with us as we explore how adopting the mindset of your best self isn't just a shift in perspective. It's a pivotal step toward transforming your ambitions into reality. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support, though simple, empowers us to continue sharing meaningful insights. So, let's jump in. The strength of choosing to be your best. The instant you decide to strive for your full potential, you set in motion a profound transformation. Life doesn't wait for perfection or external factors to change in your favor. It rewards the brave decision to embody your best self, day in and day out. This philosophy aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, which remind us that our true strength lies not in the events that shape our lives, but in how we respond to them. Epictetus famously said that it's not what happens to you, but how you react that defines you. Choosing to be your best begins with adopting this empowering mindset. It's not about striving for unattainable perfection or comparing yourself to others. Instead, it's about creating a personal standard of excellence and committing to continuous growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most revered Stoic philosophers and Roman emperors, lived by this principle. He consistently reminded himself to act with integrity and virtue, not to gain recognition, but because it was the honorable path to take. This mindset isn't reserved for the exceptional few. It's accessible to anyone willing to take that first step. The journey to your best self begins with a single, courageous decision: to believe in your potential and let your actions reflect that belief. Together, let's uncover the practical wisdom of Stoicism and apply it to build a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. He believed that every single day offered a fresh opportunity to strive for excellence, not by comparing himself to others, but by pushing beyond his own limits. This mindset of choosing to be the best isn't about avoiding mistakes or sidestepping challenges. It's about embracing them fully. The Stoics understood that life is rife with obstacles, yet they also recognized these very obstacles as the stepping stones to growth. When you choose to rise to the challenge, you're not just facing your struggles head-on. You're transforming them into opportunities to strengthen your resolve and sharpen your wisdom. This is the moment where your life begins to shift. It's not about passively waiting for the right time to act. It's about deciding in this very moment to move forward with purpose, courage, and confidence. From this single, powerful choice, everything else falls into place. Your standards rise, your actions begin to reflect your aspirations, and you set yourself on the path toward becoming the person you've always envisioned. This is the essence of choosing to be your best. Why is it important to act as if you are the best? When I urge you to act as if you're the best, I'm not suggesting you adopt arrogance or look down on others. Far from it. Acting as if you're the best means holding yourself to a higher standard, not for the sake of validation or approval, but for your own growth and fulfillment. It's about pursuing excellence because you deserve to unlock your full potential. Imagine stepping into the mindset of someone at the top of their field, a world-class athlete, a brilliant scientist, or a master artisan. Their confidence doesn't stem from ego. It radiates from discipline, relentless effort, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. Consider how Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most respected leaders, carried himself. He didn't see himself as flawless or superior to others. Instead, he viewed himself as a perpetual student of life, committed to growth and grounded in virtue. This is the mindset we aim to embody. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean pretending to be perfect or knowing all the answers. It's about approaching every challenge with the unshakable belief that you're capable of navigating it. This belief reshapes your behavior. When you perceive yourself as the best, you naturally carry yourself with confidence. Confidence that others can't help but notice. The Stoics remind us that true confidence doesn't come from external accolades. It is born within, from living in harmony with your values and giving your all in every situation. The key difference lies in intention. Arrogance seeks to elevate you above others, creating a hollow sense of superiority. Acting as if you're the best, however, is about elevating yourself to your highest potential while staying grounded in humility and self-awareness. It's about the pursuit of progress, not perfection, moving forward, learning from every experience, and constantly evolving into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. The Stoics teach us that this pursuit of excellence is not just an aspiration, but a daily practice. Each time you choose to act with integrity, discipline, and courage, you align yourself with the best version of who you can be. And with each small step, you move closer to a life filled with purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. What if I'm not the best? Some of you might be wondering, how can I act like I'm the best when I feel so far from it? Let me assure you, this feeling is not only common, it's entirely human. Many people, even those who seem confident and accomplished, grapple with the fear of not measuring up. But here's the truth. You don't need to be the best to begin embodying the qualities of the best. The beauty of this mindset lies in its power to transform you, regardless of where you are in your journey. Acting as if you're the best isn't about pretending or living in denial. It's about reframing your perspective to unlock the potential that already resides within you. This shift starts with how you perceive yourself. The Stoics taught us that while we may not control external circumstances, we have complete dominion over our mindset and reactions. Even if you're not at the pinnacle of success, you can still choose to carry yourself with confidence, discipline, and intention, traits that define those at the top of their game. When you embrace this mindset, something extraordinary happens. You begin to believe in your own capabilities. That belief plants a seed, and as it grows, so does your ability to act with assurance and purpose. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a profound psychological shift that influences your behavior and, in turn, your outcomes. The Stoics understood that our beliefs shape our actions and, ultimately, our reality. By choosing to act as if you are capable, you set in motion a self-fulfilling cycle of growth and achievement. Imagine walking into a high-stakes job interview. If you're consumed by anxiety and self-doubt, you might stumble, second-guess yourself, and fail to showcase your true potential. But what if you entered with the belief that you are the ideal candidate? Picture yourself speaking with clarity, carrying yourself with assurance, and presenting your abilities with pride. Even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, this mindset prepares you for future opportunities. Each experience fortifies your confidence and builds the resilience needed to tackle the next challenge. The Stoics remind us that when you doubt your abilities, the focus should not be on your current limitations, but on how you choose to act. Acting as if you are the best elevates your self-perception and aligns your actions with your aspirations. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about committing to relentless improvement, the power of continuous growth. This concept of continuous growth is central to Stoic philosophy and the mindset of mastery. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you've reached the finish line, or that there's nothing left to strive for. On the contrary, it's a declaration of your dedication to lifelong learning, discipline, and self-betterment. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wisely said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This powerful statement reminds us that no matter where we stand today, there is always room to grow, refine, and excel. Even if you're not the best right now, acting as if you are invites you to step into your potential. It's about showing up every day with the mindset that you are capable of greatness and committing to the daily actions that bring you closer to it. The Stoics cherished the idea of constant development, seeing life not as a static achievement, but as an ongoing journey of becoming. So, when doubt creeps in, remember, the goal isn't perfection, but progress. The act of striving to be your best, of believing in your ability to rise and improve, paves the way for extraordinary transformation. By choosing to embody this mindset, you're not just pretending to be better, you're actively becoming it. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. The top performers and their commitment to growth. In every field, from elite athletes to visionary entrepreneurs to revered philosophers, the most accomplished individuals share one thing in common. They never stop growing. They see themselves not as finished products, but as perpetual students of their craft, their discipline, and their lives. By adopting the mindset of being the best, you're not claiming to have arrived at perfection. Instead, you're committing to the transformative journey of mastery. You declare your intent to embody excellence and devote yourself wholeheartedly to the discipline and effort it demands. This path is rooted in humility, not arrogance. The Stoics, who placed immense value on humility, serve as timeless examples of this principle. Marcus Aurelius, a man who wielded unparalleled power as Emperor of Rome, continually reminded himself to remain grounded, humble, and focused on self-improvement. He understood that his status wasn't an end point. It was a responsibility, a daily commitment to pursuing personal excellence. When you embrace this mindset, you are making a similar commitment. To wake up each day with the determination to grow, to improve, and to become the best version of yourself. Growth, as the Stoics teach us, is not a destination, it's a way of life. Elevating your standards in every aspect of life. Acting as if you are the best means raising your personal standards and taking ownership of your growth in every area of life. In your relationships, for instance, ask yourself, what would the best version of me do? How would the ideal partner, friend, or parent behave? Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean pretending to be flawless or faking perfection. Instead, it's about consistently striving to improve and showing up as the version of yourself that others can trust, admire, and depend on. When it comes to your health, this mindset means behaving as if you are already in peak physical condition. Imagine for a moment that you truly believed optimal wellness was within your reach. How would you act? Would you choose nutrient-dense foods over fleeting indulgences? Would you make time for physical activity, even on days when motivation is low? The Stoics emphasized self-discipline, urging us to make deliberate choices that lead to long-term well-being. It's the daily, consistent actions you take, no matter how small, that ultimately shape your reality. Practice transforms pretense into truth. When you hear the advice to act as if you are at your best, it might initially sound like pretense, a kind of fake it until you make it. And in a sense, it is. But here's the profound truth. What you practice consistently becomes your reality. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca observed that we are shaped by what we do repeatedly. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Every time you choose to act with confidence, discipline, or resilience, you are reinforcing those traits until they become a natural part of your character. At first, embodying the mindset of your best self may feel uncomfortable, even unnatural. You might catch yourself thinking, "Who am I to act this way?" But this discomfort is part of the process. The remarkable thing about human nature is our capacity to adapt and evolve. The Stoics believed that our thoughts and actions don't just reflect who we are, they shape who we become. By acting with confidence, you cultivate confidence. By making disciplined choices, you develop discipline. Over time, these qualities cease to feel like a performance and instead become intrinsic to who you are. Growth is like building a muscle. Think of this process as building a muscle. When you first begin strength training, your muscles feel weak and the effort is strenuous. But with consistent practice, the motions that once felt awkward become second nature. Your strength grows and what seemed impossible at the start becomes effortless. This same principle applies to cultivating the traits of your best self. When you act as if you are your best, you are training your mind, your emotions, and your habits. You are gradually building the resilience, confidence, and discipline that will carry you forward in life. And just like strengthening a muscle, this process requires patience and persistence. There are no shortcuts, but there is immense power in showing up every day and putting in the work. Over time, you'll look back and realize that the qualities you once aspired to have become a natural extension of who you are. The Stoics remind us that greatness isn't handed to us. It's built, one intentional action at a time. So, when you doubt yourself or question your progress, remember, the best version of you is not a distant ideal, it's the sum of the choices you make today. Keep showing up, keep striving, and trust that with time, effort, and the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, you'll become the person you were always meant to be. Growth through consistency. Strengthening the mindset of excellence. At first, lifting weights can feel awkward, uncomfortable, even daunting. But with consistent practice, your muscles grow stronger, and what once seemed like a struggle becomes second nature. This principle applies not only to physical strength, but also to the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Each time you commit to embodying this mindset, you reinforce it. What begins as a conscious effort gradually transforms into an ingrained habit, a natural way of being. The Stoics understood this progression deeply. Epictetus often reminded his students that while we may not control external events, we have absolute power over how we respond. By consistently choosing virtuous actions, those that align with our highest values, we begin to bridge the gap between the person we are and the person we aspire to be. Take confidence, for example. If you aim to feel more assured in social settings, your first attempts may feel like an act, even uncomfortable. But as you practice standing tall, speaking with clarity, and engaging others, you'll notice a shift. What once felt forced starts to flow naturally. Soon, confidence isn't something you're imitating. It becomes a genuine part of who you are. This principle applies to every area of life. If you consistently prioritize healthy choices, a healthier lifestyle will become second nature. If you practice wise financial decisions, financial security will follow. The Stoics emphasized that change isn't something we wait for. It's something we actively create through deliberate, daily actions. The key lies in consistency. It's not about making a single grand gesture and expecting instant transformation. It's about showing up, day after day, committed to the qualities and values that reflect your highest potential. Over time, practice becomes habit, and habit becomes your reality. Confronting weakness. The true path to growth. Acting as if you are the best version of yourself doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or pretending they don't exist. On the contrary, it demands courage, the courage to confront your weaknesses honestly and view them not as limitations, but as opportunities for growth. This is where true strength resides. The Stoics were masters of this practice, emphasizing that self-awareness and introspection are the foundations of meaningful progress. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength includes acknowledging your limitations, not to dwell in self-criticism, but to use them as a springboard for transformation. The most successful individuals across any domain share this mindset. They are not those who perceive themselves as perfect, but those who are deeply aware of their imperfections. They don't let these flaws define them. Instead, they use them as fuel to drive continuous improvement. Consider this. When you identify a weakness, be it in your discipline, your confidence, or your relationships, it's not a sign of failure. It's an invitation to grow. The Stoics remind us that life's challenges and discomforts are not obstacles to avoid. They are essential elements of the journey. They shape us, refine us, and ultimately make us stronger. The Stoic path. Embrace challenges. Embrace growth. The Stoics teach that the path to self-mastery isn't smooth or effortless. It's forged through embracing challenges and stepping into discomfort. When you act as if you are at your best, you're not denying your struggles. Instead, you're choosing to face them with a mindset of resilience and determination. You're building the character that will carry you forward, one decision at a time. So, as you strive to embody your best self, remember, this is not about perfection, and it's not about pretending. It's about practicing. Each day, each choice, each action builds the person you are becoming. Seneca's wisdom reminds us, we become what we do repeatedly. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By committing to the daily practice of excellence, you're not just acting as if you are the best, you're becoming it. When the journey feels hard, and it will, remind yourself that discomfort is a sign of growth. The process of building strength, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is rarely easy. But it's in this struggle that transformation occurs. By embracing this mindset, you align yourself with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics and set the foundation for a life of purpose, progress, and fulfillment. Epictetus emphasized that achieving mastery involves confronting challenges with resilience. Recognizing our weaknesses allows us to adopt a mindset focused on progress. Consider this: ignoring your weaknesses won't make them disappear. They often become more pronounced and disruptive over time. However, by acknowledging and working on them, you can strengthen yourself. The Stoics viewed weakness not as a failure, but as a chance to practice virtue, which entails striving for excellence. Confronting your weaknesses provides an opportunity for improvement, discipline, and capability. This journey demands humility. Believing you are the best doesn't imply perfection. It signifies a commitment to ongoing growth. You can embrace your strengths while also being conscious of areas needing improvement. Stoics, particularly Seneca, frequently highlighted the value of learning from every experience, including failures. Seneca argued that setbacks can be our most valuable teachers, revealing areas for growth and prompting us to develop necessary skills or mindsets. The essential perspective is to regard weaknesses as a normal aspect of personal development. By facing them honestly and with a desire to improve, you take charge of your own growth. True strength is found in the ability to face what holds you back and to work towards overcoming it. A Stoic perspective views life's challenges, including personal flaws, as opportunities for growth and resilience. Acting as if you are the best doesn't mean pretending to be flawless. It demonstrates your courage to confront your weaknesses, learn from them, and evolve into the person you want to be. This mindset propels you forward, much like the Stoics who accepted their imperfections, learned from them, and pursued excellence, uplifting those around them. When you embody the mindset of being your best, it transcends personal improvement. It sets a higher standard for everyone in your vicinity. The Stoics embraced the idea of sympatia, recognizing our interconnectedness and the impact of our actions on the collective. By striving for excellence, you motivate others to follow suit. Your confidence, discipline, and dedication to personal growth naturally uplift those you engage with, whether in your family, friendships, or workplace. Consider the effect of being around someone who exudes purpose and clarity. Their energy is infectious. They don't need to vocalize their intentions. Their actions and presence illustrate what is achievable. This is how you can inspire others, by leading through your example. Acting as if you are the best makes you a beacon of hope for those grappling with self-doubt or uncertainty. You demonstrate that overcoming challenges is achievable by maintaining the right mindset and concentrating on what truly matters. The Stoics did not view competition in the conventional sense. Instead, they focused on assisting others in attaining virtue and wisdom. By elevating your standards and pursuing excellence, you not only enhance your own life, but also foster an atmosphere that inspires those around you to elevate themselves. Acting as if you are the best means embodying qualities that others admire and wish to replicate. This creates a ripple effect of positive change, aligning with Stoic principles. Regarding failure, the Stoics recognized it as a universal experience. They believed that failure should not be feared but accepted as a natural aspect of life. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This highlights that failure is not the antithesis of success. Rather, it is integral to the journey toward it. Acting as if you are the best does not imply a belief in never failing. It signifies a resilient approach to setbacks, viewing each one as a chance to learn and grow. Stoics emphasized the importance of concentrating on what is within your control. While you may not always dictate the outcome, you can choose how to react to setbacks. Rather than viewing failure as a personal loss, consider it constructive feedback, a lesson on what went wrong and how to enhance your approach. Epictetus taught his students to accept failure as an integral part of life, using it to strengthen their character. Failure should not be a reason to quit. Instead, it should motivate you to persist with newfound knowledge and experience. Adopting a Stoic perspective allows you to stop fearing failure. Instead, you can see it as an opportunity to cultivate resilience and flexibility. The most successful individuals in any domain, be it business, sports, or philosophy, are not those who avoid failure, but those who learn to recover and grow stronger each time. As the Stoics asserted, our true resilience is measured by how we rise after setbacks. Therefore, when you encounter failure, remember that it is not the conclusion of your journey, but a vital part of your path to success. Acting as if you are the best is not a one-off event. It requires daily commitment. The Stoics recognized the value of consistent, intentional actions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, encouraged himself to greet each day with purpose and clarity, reflecting on the precious privilege of being alive, breathing, thinking, enjoying, and loving. Showing up every day with a dedication to excellence is the key to becoming your best self. The advantage of this mindset is that you don't have to wait until you feel prepared. The Stoics understood that waiting for the ideal moment often results in inaction. They encouraged us to begin from our current situation with the resources we have. Perfection isn't necessary. Consistency is what matters. By behaving as if you are the best each day, you cultivate the traits that will ultimately define you. Over time, what begins as a deliberate effort becomes ingrained in your character. This approach isn't about arrogance or pretending. It's about aligning your actions with your potential and pursuing excellence in all areas of your life. Whether in your career, relationships, or personal development, acting as if you're the best elevates your standards and infuses your life with purpose. As the Stoics taught, we have control over our actions, and through those actions, we shape our existence. Make this mindset a daily habit. Each morning, ask yourself how the best version of you would tackle the day. With that guiding question, you'll find yourself steadily progressing toward the life you are capable of achieving, one action at a time. Thank you for being part of Stoic Academy. Stay strong, stay grounded, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.